Which of these old Halloween traditions do you remember? Long before candy bars, Britain's kitchens filled with sticky homemade magic, toffee apples, parkin, and cakes baked with hidden meaning. Share your memories because these weren't just treats, they were part of Britain's story. Toffee apples, golden caramel dripped slowly down glossy red apples, the air thick with the scent of sugar and smoke. For children of the 60s and 70s, this wasn't just a snack, it was a rite of passage. Each apple shimmered like a jewel, its hard shell cracking with the first brave bite, revealing the crisp tangs beneath. Sticky fingers, laughter, and the faint chill of October nights made them the unofficial emblem of British Halloweens. Mothers lined them up on wax paper, steam curling from pots as the caramel thickened to perfection. Some added chopped nuts, others dusted sugar to make them sparkle under candlelight. By morning they were gone, eaten, traded or stolen from the kitchen counter. But not all Halloween treats were sweet. The next one simmered quietly in bowls, warming hands and hearts against the cold. Pumpkin soup. Steam curled from kitchens as pumpkins transformed into comfort. In one corner, a pot of creamy soup bubbled, rich with nutmeg, cinnamon, and roasted squash. Beside it, a golden loaf of pumpkin bread cooled on the sill, its sweet scent mingling with the crisp autumn air. And on the table, small cupcakes glowed like lanterns, flecks of orange crumb shining beneath soft frosting. These simple recipes made the harvest tangible, warmth, thrift, and sweetness in equal measure. For children, they were edible memories of October, soft, spiced, and shared after trick-or-treat songs. For parents, they were a reminder of the old season's rhythm, when food marked time more than clocks did. Today, pumpkins glow on porches instead of plates, but their gentle sweetness still whispers through every Halloween night. And next, we'll meet a cake that was baked not for taste, but for souls. Pumpkin cupcakes. Tiny spiced cupcakes, golden with the flecks of grated pumpkin, filled kitchens with the scent of cinnamon, nutmeg, and a hint of cloves, a sweet promise of autumn in every bite. Children pressed their fingers into the soft, tender tops, leaving little dimples as they peeked inside to see the glowing orange crumb. Creamy frosting, sometimes dusted with sugar or a whisper of spice, crowned each one like a harvest jewel. From school halls to quiet family kitchens, these humble cakes turned simple ingredients into moments of comfort, shared laughter, sticky fingers, and warmth against October's chill. Though their presence has faded from modern tables, the gentle spice and soft pumpkin still stir something familiar, something sweetly haunted by the memory. But don't grow too cozy, because just beyond the candlelight waits a treat that snaps, crackles, and hides a surprise within its crunch. Pumpkin bread. Warm, spiced pumpkin bread emerged from the oven, filling kitchens with the cozy perfume of autumn. Cinnamon, nutmeg, and earthy pumpkin mingling like an old familiar song. Each slice was moist and tender, flecked with golden strands of squash, promising comfort in every bite. Children tugged at the edges, their fingertips brushing the soft crumb, while parents savoured its gentle sweetness beside steaming cups of tea. A drizzle of honey or a pat of butter turned each slice into a quiet indulgence, the kind that made grey October afternoons feel golden. From school lunches to family gatherings, this humble loaf stood as a silent hero of Halloween tables, simple, fragrant, and full of warmth. Though it rarely appears today, its tender spice still lingers in memory, whispering of candle-lit kitchens and laughter by the fire. But near that same hearth, something darker stirs, a dessert born of mischief and surprise. Halloween pumpkin cake. A soft, moist pumpkin cake emerged from the oven, its spicy aroma of cinnamon, nutmeg, and cloves curling through kitchens and drawing children close. Each slice revealed a tender orange crumb flecked with pumpkin and dotted with hidden treasures, walnuts, raisins, or both. A crown of creamy, lightly spiced frosting rested on top, sometimes adorned with playful Halloween motifs, icing ghosts, tiny bats, or pumpkins sculpted by careful hands. Families gathered around the table, knives poised and laughter rising, as the cake's warmth filled the room like a small celebration of autumn itself. From school fetes to quiet kitchen afternoons, it transformed the simplest gatherings into moments of comfort and delight. Though it rarely graces modern menus, its gentle sweetness still lingers in memory, a whisper of pumpkins, spice, and candlelight. But in the pantry's dim corner, a sugary trick is waiting, daring even the boldest to take a bite. Soul cakes. Warm spiced soul cakes, small, round, and golden, filled kitchens with the fragrance of cinnamon, nutmeg, and a whisper of cloves, calling children and adults alike to the hearth. Once offered to souling children in exchange for prayers for the departed, each cake carried a sense of ritual and remembrance. Their tender crumb yielded softly beneath curious fingers, dusted with sugar and studded with currants that glistened in the candlelight. For families and neighbours alike, they were more than treats. They were offerings of connection, faith, and warmth against the chill of October. As songs drifted through village lanes and hearths crackled, the scent of soul cakes wove through the night air like a blessing. Though largely forgotten today, their gentle spice still stirs echoes of those ancient gatherings. But step carefully. The next Halloween delight comes with a crunch and perhaps a trick hiding beneath its sweetness. Toffee hammer. Shiny blocks of amber toffee gleamed beneath the kitchen light, their glossy surfaces catching every flicker of flame like captured sunlight. Children reached for them with eager hands, wooden hammers poised for the best part, the satisfying crack that split the hardened sweetness into golden shards. The scent of caramel and sugar filled the air, mingling with laughter as fragments scattered across formica countertops. Each broken piece revealed chewy treasures that clung to teeth and fingers, sticky proof of autumn indulgence. From Halloween parties to village fetes, the toffee hammer wasn't just a sweet, it was a little performance, a joyful ritual of noise and flavour. Parents watched with knowing smiles as the kitchen became a playground of sugar and sound. Though the treat has vanished from most shelves, its crackling charm still echoes through memory. But listen closely, the next dessert hides something eerie beneath its silky, deceptive surface. Sponge toffee, honeycomb. Golden, airy sponge toffee crackled beneath eager fingers, its brittle surface shattering into glittering shards that released a deep caramel aroma through kitchens and village halls. Also known as honeycomb, this Halloween favourite felt almost enchanted, light as air yet rich with sweetness that clung to lips and fingertips. Each bite began with a satisfying crunch before dissolving into molten sugar, leaving trails of laughter and sticky smiles behind. Children giggled as pieces tumbled from plates, while parents, nostalgic, savoured the simple joy of a handmade treat that turned sugar and heat into alchemy. From school fetes to family gatherings, its spongy crispness brought warmth and wonder to chilly October nights. Though rare today, its honeyed magic still echoes in autumn memories. Sweet, fleeting, and irresistibly brittle. But if you thought crunch was the peak of Halloween pleasure, a gooey, shadowed delight waits nearby to ensnare your senses. Barmbrack, warm golden. Barmbrack filled kitchens with the comforting perfume of sweet, spiced bread, its soft crumb glimmering with plump raisins and currants. The scent of cinnamon, nutmeg, and baked fruit drifted through open doors, wrapping homes in the hush of autumn evenings. Children leaned close as slices were cut, hearts quickening at the promise of hidden charms. A coin for wealth, a ring for love, a thimble for toil. Each token carried a whisper of fate, tucked secretly within the tender bread. From Irish hearths to British kitchens, Barmbrack turned Halloween into a game of fortune and laughter, where sweetness mingled with superstition in every bite. Though it rarely appears today, its rich aroma and playful mystery still echo through memory, a reminder of simpler nights by firelight and flickering candles. And somewhere near that same hearth, another treat begins to shimmer, a caramel-coated delight that dares you to take the first bite. Parkin. Dense, sticky parkin emerged from the oven, filling kitchens with the deep, spicy perfume of ginger, treacle, and golden syrup. Each slice was dark and moist, its surface gleaming faintly under candlelight, while flecks of oats added a hearty, comforting bite. Children hovered nearby, noses twitching, at the sweet warmth curling through the air, as parents waited for the perfect moment to cut the first square. Shared often on bonfire night but cherished at Halloween too, this northern favourite turned cold evenings into feasts of spice and smoke. The blend of treacle's darkness and syrup's sweetness lingered on fingers and lips, a taste that seemed to hold both firelight and nostalgia. From simple kitchens to festive gatherings, Parkin carried the hum of laughter and the glow of memory. And just beyond that flickering light, a ghostly confection beckons, airy, crackling and sweet enough to disappear before your eyes. Witch's brew, pea and bacon chowder. Steam curled upward from bowls of witches' brew, a hearty pea and bacon chowder that bubbled like a tiny cauldron on cold October nights. The earthy scent of peas mingled with the smoky perfume of crisp bacon, while hints of onion and thyme wove through the air, summoning everyone to the kitchen table. Golden fragments of bacon floated in the thick green soup, each spoonful rich enough to warm both hands and hearts. Served in mugs or steaming bowls, it turned humble ingredients into a ritual of comfort, perfect for school parties, village suppers, or quiet evenings by the fire. Once a playful staple of autumn gatherings, its name alone could make children giggle and shiver all at once. Though it's rarely seen today, its savoury warmth still whispers of cauldrons, laughter, and flickering candlelight. But as the last spoonful fades, a sugary shadow stirs, ready to tempt you with a spiced, sticky spell. Colcannon. Steam spiraled from bowls of colcannon, the creamy mash of buttery potatoes entwined with tender cabbage and scallions, filling kitchens with the comforting aroma of home-cooked warmth. Children pressed forks into the soft, pillowy mixture, delighted by the gentle crunch of greens and the rich, silky potato beneath. Traditionally served during Halloween in Irish homes, this humble dish carried the weight of tradition, connecting families through simple, hearty flavours that warmed hands and hearts on chilly autumn evenings. A pat of butter melted into the centre, pooling like golden treasure and inviting eager spoons to dive in. From kitchen counters to candlelit tables, colcannon transformed ordinary October nights into quiet celebrations of harvest and hearth. Though it rarely appears on modern Halloween menus, its rustic charm and earthy taste still linger in memory. And lurking near the larder, a sweet, sticky creation waits, crunchy, mischievous, and ready to surprise your senses. Boxty, golden, crisp-edged boxty sizzled on the griddle, filling kitchens with the warm, earthy aroma of potatoes and a hint of melted butter. Each pancake, tender inside and lightly browned on the outside, invited children to press their forks eagerly, while parents flipped each one with care, listening to the gentle hiss of sizzling batter. Served during Halloween in Irish homes, boxty carried both tradition and playful indulgence, transforming humble potatoes into a festive, comforting delight. A pat of butter or a drizzle of cream made every bite melt in the mouth, perfect for warming chilly October evenings. From family breakfast to village kitchens, boxty turned ordinary autumn days into moments of shared warmth. Though rarely seen on modern tables, its crispy, tender charm still lingers in memory, evoking flickering candlelight and the hum of laughter. And just beyond the skillet, a sticky, caramel-coated wonder waits, promising sweetness that could make even the boldest eyes widen in surprise. Masher nine sorts. Bowls of masher nine sorts glistened on the table, a rainbow of mashed root vegetables, carrots, parsnips, turnips, and more, each lending its own earthy scent and vibrant hue. Steam curled upward, carrying the comforting aroma of harvest and hearth through kitchens, drawing children near. Eager fingers hovered over spoons, curious which flavour would appear next, while parents admired the patchwork of creamy textures and subtle sweetness in every bite. Traditionally served at Halloween and harvest gatherings, this humble dish celebrated abundance, turning simple roots into a ritual of warmth, family, and seasonal magic. From festive kitchens to candlelit tables, it connected generations through taste and tradition. Though seldom seen today, its medley of flavours still evokes the glow of autumn kitchens and shared laughter. And as the last scoop disappears, a dark, gooey treat stirs in the shadows, ready to tempt with sticky sweetness hiding a secret within. Dripping cake. Golden slices of dripping cake released a warm, spiced aroma that wrapped kitchens in an unusual but comforting embrace. Rich with beef dripping, each loaf was tender yet hearty, flecked with juicy currants and a whisper of cinnamon and nutmeg. Children hesitated only briefly before pressing eager forks into the soft crumb, while parents savoured the lingering buttery richness that clung to fingertips and tongues alike. Often served as a humble snack or enjoyed with steaming afternoon tea, dripping cake carried a rustic charm, connecting generations through simple, flavourful indulgence. From quiet home kitchens to bustling gatherings, it transformed ordinary autumn afternoons into moments of warmth, taste, and nostalgia. Though largely forgotten today, its sticky, spiced sweetness still conjures images of candlelit kitchens and laughter drifting through the air. And as crumbs scatter across the plate, a mischievous golden confection waits nearby, ready to crackle, snap and melt with sticky caramel delight. Apple cider. Glasses of golden apple cider gleamed in the autumn sunlight, filling kitchens with the sweet, tangy perfume of freshly pressed apples. Children watched in fascination as the juice bubbled gently, sometimes warmed and spiced, offering a subtle hint of Halloween's approaching chill. Each sip carried crisp sweetness and a whisper of tartness, wrapping hands and hearts in the comforting taste of harvest. From village fairs to family kitchens, cider was more than a drink. It was a seasonal ritual, marking the turning year with laughter, flavour, and the scent of orchards in full bloom. Though largely absent from modern Halloween celebrations, its fragrant charm still conjures memories of crunching leaves, candle-lit kitchens, and chilly evenings filled with warmth and cheer. And just beyond the orchard gate, a sticky, sugary delight awaits, ready to crackle, melt, and cast a spell of autumnal magic. Mulled cider. Steam spiraled from mugs of mulled cider, filling kitchens with the rich aroma of apples, cinnamon, cloves, and a whisper of nutmeg. Children pressed noses to the rim, eyes wide with anticipation, while parents stirred gently, watching the golden liquid shimmer like captured autumn sunlight. Each sip offered a comforting embrace, the spiced sweetness mingling with crisp apple tang, perfect for chilly Halloween evenings. From village halls to family kitchens, mulled cider was more than a drink. It was a seasonal ritual, evoking stories, laughter, and the soft glow of candlelight. Though less commonly poured today, its aromatic charm still calls forth memories of crisp leaves, cozy kitchens, and hands warmed around steaming mugs. And as the last sip fades, a mischievous treat lurks nearby, a sticky, caramel-coated delight ready to crackle, melt, and surprise even the boldest taste buds. Baked stuffed apples. Warm baked apples filled kitchens with the rich aroma of cinnamon, nutmeg, and plump dried fruits, each gleaming like a jewel beneath its tender golden skin. Children pressed eager forks into the soft fruit, uncovering pockets of sweet raisins, sultanas, and warming spices that melted together in comforting harmony. Parents watched with quiet delight, inhaling the delicate scent that promised indulgence on chilly Halloween evenings. From family tables to festive gatherings, these stuffed apples transformed humble fruit into a cozy, celebratory treat, perfect for sharing laughter, stories, and the glow of candlelight. Though seldom prepared today, their aromatic charm still conjures memories of autumn kitchens alive with warmth, spice, and togetherness. And just beyond the window, a sticky, mischievous surprise waits, a caramel-coated delight ready to crackle, melt, and enchant even the boldest taste buds. Elderberry gin, deep purple. Elderberry gin shimmered in glass bottles, the sweet tart aroma of berries mingling with warm botanical notes of gin. Children peeked curiously at the dark, jewel-like liquid, while parents stirred gently, adding touches of sugar and spice to perfect the seasonal flavor. Each sip promised a warming, fruity punch, ideal for Halloween gatherings or chilly autumn evenings, its rich hues sparkling like liquid autumn sunlight. From home kitchens to festive tables, elderberry gin was more than a drink. It was a craft, a labor of love capturing the essence of the harvest season. Though rarely served today, its deep, fruity charm still calls to memories of candlelit kitchens, laughter, and the sweet tang of late-season berries. And just nearby, a sticky, spiced treat waits in shadow, daring you to taste its hidden caramel-coated magic. Saffron bun, golden. Saffron buns filled kitchens with a warm, exotic aroma, their soft, spiced crumb flecked with currants and kissed by the subtle perfume of saffron. Children reached eagerly for the sweet, fragrant twists, teasing apart each bun to uncover pockets of sticky fruit and aromatic spice. Parents breathed in the comforting scent, mingled with cinnamon and warmth, as the buns emerged from the oven golden and tender. Served during autumn festivals and Halloween gatherings, these buns transformed simple ingredients into a celebratory ritual, bringing families together with sweetness, spice, and laughter. Though rarely baked today, their fragrant charm still evokes memories of candle-lit kitchens, the hum of conversation, and the soft glow of autumn evenings. And as crumbs settle on the table, a caramel-coated, sticky delight lurks nearby, daring you to taste its mischievous autumnal magic. Black peas, Carlin peas. Steam spiraled from bowls of black peas, their earthy aroma mingling with tangy vinegar, filling Lancashire kitchens on chilly Halloween evenings. Children peered curiously at the dark, tender peas, hesitant, yet intrigued by the sour-sweet scent, while parents ladled generous helpings, the warmth of the dish offering comfort against autumn's chill. Traditionally served with a splash of vinegar, these humble peas were more than a meal. They were a ritual, connecting families through hearty, simple flavours that carried the spirit of the season. From kitchen tables to village gatherings, each spoonful warmed hands, hearts, and memories alike. Though rarely prepared today, their rustic charm still evokes bustling kitchens, crackling fires, and always the satisfying taste of autumn traditions. And nearby, a sticky, sugary treat glimmers in the candlelight, ready to delight and surprise with its mischievous caramel-coated magic: black pudding. Sizzling in the pan, black pudding released a smoky, earthy aroma that mingled with the warmth of bustling morning kitchens. Children hesitated, curious about the dark, spiced sausage, while parents sliced carefully, serving it alongside eggs, bacon, and toast, the rich scent promising a hearty autumnal breakfast. Made from pig's blood, oats, and warming spices, this traditional delicacy offered a grounding, comforting flavour, a staple of full English breakfast during Halloween mornings and autumnal festivities. Each bite carried a sense of ritual, connecting generations through bold, distinctive taste and shared moments around the table. Though less common today, its earthy charm still conjures memories of lively kitchens, laughter, and the warmth of family gatherings. And as the last slice disappears, a sweet, sticky treat hides nearby, daring you to discover its mischievous caramel-coated magic. Treacle tart. Golden syrup bubbled gently in the short crust pastry of treacle tart, filling kitchens with a warm, sweet aroma that curled through the air like a sugary hug. Children pressed eager forks into the sticky amber filling, eyes widening at the rich sweetness balanced by a bright hint of lemon, while parents savoured the comforting scent and delicate crunch of golden pastry. Often served during Halloween or autumn tea times, this humble dessert transformed simple ingredients, breadcrumbs, golden syrup, and lemon juice, into a treat that felt festive, indulgent, and wonderfully homey. From cosy kitchens to village tables, treacle tart turned ordinary autumn days into moments of sugar-spun delight. Though less common today, its sticky golden charm still evokes laughter, warmth, and the hum of autumn kitchens. And tucked near the next shelf, a mischievous caramel-coated delight waits, ready to crackle, melt, and cast its sticky autumnal spell. Eve's pudding. Steam rose from golden Eve's pudding, the sweet scent of baked apples mingling with soft, buttery sponge that puffed gently in the oven. Children leaned in, spoons poised, eager to taste the tender apples hidden beneath the golden cake, while parents savoured the comforting aroma that promised warmth and indulgence on chilly Halloween evenings. Each bite offered a perfect balance of fruity sweetness and spongy softness, turning humble ingredients into a cosy celebratory treat. Served at family tables and autumn gatherings, Eve's pudding carried a nostalgic charm, connecting generations through flavour, warmth, and memory. Though seldom made today, its comforting sweetness still conjures the glow of kitchens filled with laughter, candlelight, and the scent of baked apples. And just beyond the pudding dish, a sticky, caramel-coated surprise waits, ready to crackle, melt, and spark mischievous curiosity. Mixed spice cake. A warm, spiced aroma filled kitchens as mixed spice cake emerged from the oven, golden and tender, flecked with hints of cinnamon, nutmeg, and cloves. Children hovered nearby, noses twitching with anticipation, while parents sliced generous pieces, the rich, fragrant cake promising comfort and indulgence on crisp autumn evenings. Each bite carried a gentle warmth, the mingling spices evoking memories of harvest gatherings, Halloween treats, and family laughter around the table. Often enjoyed with a cup of tea or a drizzle of custard, this humble cake transformed simple ingredients into a ritual of seasonal delight. Though rarely baked today, its fragrant charm still conjures the cozy magic of autumn kitchens, the soft glow of candlelight, and the murmur of shared stories. And tucked beside the cake, a mischievous, sticky, caramel-coated delight waits, ready to crackle, melt, and surprise even the boldest taste buds. Saffron cake. Golden strands of saffron scented the air as saffron cake baked slowly, filling kitchens with a warm, exotic fragrance mingling with sweet raisins and currants. Children watched in awe as the soft, yeasted loaf rose, its tender crumb glowing like sunlight on crisp autumn afternoons. Parents slice through the fragrant cake, revealing pockets of juicy dried fruit that promised a gentle, spiced sweetness with every bite. Traditionally prepared for special occasions and autumn gatherings, this rich, aromatic cake transformed simple ingredients into a celebratory ritual, connecting generations through flavour, warmth and memory. Though rarely made today, its luxurious charm still conjures the glow of family kitchens, laughter and festive tables. And just beside the loaf, a mischievous, sticky delight waits, hiding a sweetness that teases curiosity before the very first bite. Cabinet pudding, steam curled from the dome of cabinet pudding, carrying the sweet aroma of custard, sponge and plump dried fruits through kitchens on chilly Halloween evenings. Children leaned forward, eager to uncover the hidden layers of soft cake and jewel-like raisins, while parents savoured the rich scent that promised indulgence in every spoonful. Each serving revealed a mosaic of textures and flavours, silky custard embracing tender sponge punctuated with bursts of sweet fruit. Once a staple of British homes and festive gatherings, this steamed delight transformed simple ingredients into a comforting celebratory ritual. Though rarely made today, its layered charm still conjures the warmth of family kitchens, candlelight and laughter-filled autumn tables. And just beyond the pudding, a sticky, amber-coated treasure waits, teasing you with hidden sweetness before the very first bite. Anglo-Saxon cake. Warm, golden and fragrant with honey, Anglo-Saxon cake carried the taste of history in every bite. Baked over open flames, its simple mixture of flour, water and honey released an earthy, sweet aroma that drifted through kitchens, captivating children and adults alike. Tiny hands reached eagerly for the rustic cake, marvelling at its chewy texture and gentle sweetness, while parents recalled the ancient traditions it preserved, flavours passed down through generations. Once a humble staple of autumn and early Halloween celebrations, this historical treat connected families to centuries of seasonal rituals. Though rarely made today, its timeless charm still conjures the warmth of fireside kitchens, storytelling and the comforting simplicity of shared meals. And as the last crumb disappears, a secret sticky confection waits just out of sight, promising the final taste of mischief and autumnal sweetness. 12th Night. Cake. Warm from the oven, 12th Night cake released a rich, fruity aroma that wrapped kitchens in festive charm. Children's eyes sparkled as they peered at the dense golden loaf, curious about the hidden bean or coin nestled inside, promising playful fortunes for the lucky finder. Parents sliced carefully, revealing a mosaic of raisins, currants and candied peel, each bite offering sweet, spiced indulgence that marked the season's celebrations. Traditionally enjoyed during 12th Night festivities, this fruitcake transformed simple ingredients into a ritual of anticipation, joy and shared laughter. Though rarely baked today, its decadent aroma and playful traditions still conjure memories of candle-lit kitchens, storytelling and the magic of festive gatherings. And nearby, a mischievous, sticky treat waits, ready to crackle, melt and surprise with caramel-coated autumnal delight. Tanghulu, Chinese candied fruit, shimmering like tiny jewels, Tanghulu skewers gleamed, with a hard, glossy sugar coating that crackled delightfully as children bit into the crisp shell. Beneath the candy glaze, juicy fruits, strawberries, grapes or mandarins, released bursts of sweetness with every bite. Parents watched with quiet amusement as sticky little hands clutched the treats, the scent of caramelized sugar mingling with autumn air and Halloween excitement. Though not originally British, Tanghulu has found its way into UK Halloween festivities, adding a colourful, crunchy twist to seasonal celebrations. Its playful appearance, satisfying crackle, and irresistible sweetness made it a favourite among adventurous children and nostalgic adults alike. Which fruit would you hoe? Would you try first strawberry, grape, or something a little more unexpected, daring your taste buds to explore new seasonal magic? From sticky saffron cakes to sparkling Tanghulu, these forgotten Halloween treats whisper of kitchens filled with warmth, laughter, and the gentle crackle of autumn fires. Which of these nostalgic flavours would you dare to taste or share this Halloween? Keep the magic alive by reviving these seasonal delights, letting their sweet, spiced, and sticky charm linger once more. Next, we'll uncover Britain's vanished bonfire night snacks, where sparks, smoke, and sugar met in unforgettable fiery creations,